Establishing cross-sensory derived relational responses using relation frame theory in Peak-T curriculum. Introduction. There have been many instances of verbal to visual stimuli or visual to visual stimuli equivalence relations taught, but other derived cross-sensory relations can be taught as well. The purpose of the current study is to teach one child with or without a disability novel cross-sensory derived relational responses via the principles of RFT with subsets of those responses used to transform the performance on a novel task. Participant. The subject of this study was a 14-year-old male diagnosed with a specific learning disability. Setting and materials. The setting for this study was the local library in the subject's home. Most of the trials and sessions took place at the subject's home. Materials. The edible items were a chocolate chip, piece of popcorn, grape, pretzel, a cookie. The toys were tennis ball, a stress ball in the shape of bread, connectors, a pop tube, plastic stars, and a plastic bottle. Note cards were used with the arbitrary words, and a writing utensil, a table, and an iPhone were used by the experimenter during the study. Procedure. The experiment conducted was a multiple probe design. There were 10 sessions conducted. Sessions altered between probes and training. After the baseline session was completed, the first training session was conducted. An edible item A was presented with an array of arbitrary words B. The goal of this trial was for the subject to select the corresponding word B when given the edible item A. In between each training session, a probe session was conducted to determine if there was an emergence of a derived relation. The next training session was providing an arbitrary word B and a toy C. The goal of this session was to have the subject select the toy when given the word. The next 3 training sessions, separated by probe sessions, were Y to Z relations. The subject was asked to play with a toy when provided a sample edible item and told to play with something different or the same. Results. The subject displayed a derived cross-sensory relation after the experiment was completed. Discussion. The results of the study indicate that the subject was able to establish derived relations and was able to transform the function of initially arbitrary stimuli within the comparative relational frame. The results demonstrate the efficacy of the program from the Peak-T model in establishing complex arbitrary relations. This is a video of the first baseline session run. The subject got 0% correct. Find the same. 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 This is a probe session showing the A to B derived relation established. The subject got 100% correct for this probe session. Find the same. 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 This is a BC probe session. The subject got 100% correct during this session. Show me different. Find different. Find different. Find different. Find different. These are the Y to Z testing videos. In this trial, the subject received 100% correct. Play with something the same as what you just ate. Play with something different than what you just ate. Play with something different from what you just ate. Play with something the same as what you just ate. Play with something the same as what you just ate. This is a graph showing the results that were obtained from this study. It is the percent correct across the trials.